Hey, how's it going? It's Spavari from the Boney Gang podcast. In portions of this episode, the audio cuts out and it becomes a little bit messed up. A little bit, lower quality. Well, over here at the Boney Gang podcast, we'd like to say, sorry. Thank you for sticking with us while we constantly improve the podcast. If you can make it through the end, I'll give you a special prize. Well, thank you. Enjoy the episode. How you guys doing today? Welcome to the Boney Gang podcast, episode 7. I am Spavari, here with
the Great JSlay in the flesh again.
Good golly.
Every time I'm here.
It is like every single time you're here, isn't it?
I know.
And it's kind of like every time that this podcast happens, I'm here as well.
We're both here.
It's really weird.
Every episode.
Really weird.
It's kind of crazy how that happens.
It's like they don't ever use any other characters. It's just us two.
They're like, yo, we're running thin.
I know. Throw the two guys back in there.
Yeah, but yeah.
Like, jeez.
Throw the starters back in like we're not tired and we need relief pitchers.
I know there needs to be some other people. Character development. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, I know. Speaking of Game of Thrones, nothing actually. Nothing. I just wanted to give you that. I just wanted your little like.
I know. You know, I would perk up. What about it?
What about Game of Thrones? Nothing.
But
actually.
Nothing. Okay. Yeah.
Who's your favorite character all time? Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Favorite character all time. Not like, I'm torn between two characters. Like the distinctive character. I'm tired of people going like, I don't have a favorite character. I always like this. No, like one is like here.
So it's been a while. So I'm not gonna be able to know names.
Right. I can help you a little bit.
I always like.
It's a great show.
Yeah, I've always liked the character Cheese.
Cheese. That's a great character. He was never really around. Cheese just floated in.
Probably Reek. Oh yeah, probably
Theon, dude.
Theon Greyjoy.
Dude, his character was so good.
It was a great character development.
He got tortured.
Yeah,
he went through
the ringer.
Dude, I love that guy.
And second would probably
yeah, Mount Rushmore, 4 of them.
4 of them. We got Theon Greyjoy.
Theon.
We got Homie with the books.
Homie with the books.
You remember bigger dude?
Sam?
Yeah, Sam.
Okay.
I liked geez, what's Homie, burnt face Homie?
Burnt face Homie.
Yeah, the one that walks around with Arya for a long time.
The
mountains.
Yep.
The mountains.
Brother.
Yeah.
What's the Hound?
The Hound. Hound was
sick.
Awesome. So I got Theon. I got Sam. I got the Hound.
Mm-hmm.
How many people are in Mount Mushmore?
Mount Mushmore. There's 4.
4. So I got 3. 4th one is...
God, I hope there's not 5, and I'm just fucking stupid. Hold on.
Let's see. So we got Theon, we got Sam, we got the Hound.
I'm so sorry. I don't know the Mount. How many has around Mount Rushmore?
You almost said it too.
Mount Mushmore.
Mount Mushmore. Theon, Sam, Hound, and then probably... Count. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's. I'm probably gonna throw in Jon Snow. I mean, I really liked Jon Snow's character.
For sure, dude.
I know. I'm sorry. That's kind of a basic one there, but he's the main character. I'm sorry.
He has a great storyline.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not hard to, except the end there. Don't make him have sex with her. You know, don't make him have sex.
I think he was more like we don't need to go into that much, but yeah, I mean, he was just dope. And he drank Starbucks.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. How about you?
Mine?
4. Top 4.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Mushmore.
Mount Mushmore of mine is Tyrion.
Nice.
Of course. Sounds basic, but he was my favorite, Tyrion. Mormont.
Which one's that one?
Lord Mormont. He's the one that like stood by Khaleesi the whole time.
Oh, okay.
And like she like kicked him away, and then he came back, and he ended up getting like grayscale and stuff.
Yeah.
What's his name? Lord Varys, the bald dude who was.
Oh yeah, with his balls in the sack.
Yeah, with his balls in the sack, and I also like the Hound. He is definitely in my Mount Rushmore for sure.
Yeah, Mount Rushmore.
Rushmore.
We had some good Mount Rushmores.
Yeah,
I could definitely switch it up because like I know you're
There's
like
a lot of characters.
I know you're like I want to know your favorite but I really could be like I'm tied between
I know. But my favorite of all,
because there's certain people that you don't like in certain settings, and then somebody else could be your favorite. Like I loved that one, the crazy ass prince. Didn't he become king for a second? It was like the Battle of the Bastards.
Oh yeah, the dude who tortured Theon.
He was awesome.
Yeah, what's his name?
Bro was fucking sick.
I can't think of it. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, but yeah.
Yeah, like he was definitely up there.
Yeah,
he could easily be my favorite in certain times.
He was a wicked character.
Crazy. The faces he would make.
Those are a lot of people that lasted the end of the show, though. Like, in the beginning, though, like, if what's his name wasn't such.
I really like Jaime Lannister too.
If what's his name wasn't such a biznatch.
Who?
One of the Starks.
What did he look like?
The king earlier who got killed in the Red Wedding with his ma.
Oh yeah. Who dated who like he had to pick like that
and then ended up falling in love with that one girl and it made him super soft and it's like, dude, come on.
He was cool though.
Yeah, I liked him.
He wore his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah. I do like Littlefinger. He's so
Littlefinger. I really wanted him to die so
dude, I know. And that's what's awesome, dude. They did his death so good too. It's like, yo, the Starks are gonna smack him up. I love it.
Yeah, man. Game of Thrones was just
there's a lot of good characters in that show, but the one that set it above me for sure. Like my character that it's my favorite without a doubt is Mormont. Yeah. And he wasn't even really a main character. He's just my favorite. I want to rewatch
it, but I don't. Like I want to rewatch it, but then just like stop probably at like
season 7.
Yeah. Or like probably watch the first 2 episodes and just don't watch anymore.
It's actually the season 8 is good. It really is good, like the way it's shot. And if you rewatch it, like it does fit. It's too fast.
Yeah.
So like it does actually like so I did rewatch it knowing it was shit going in because I watched it when it premiered.
Of course.
So you're just like, and then you see it, you're like, whoa. But rewatching it, like it does fit. It's just sped up.
Yeah.
You know, everything was. No,
yeah, they needed 9. They needed 9 seasons.
They needed
maybe
to break
10.
that down. Yeah.
9 or 10 seasons.
But you do forget, like, some of those episodes are 2 hours long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they did make it almost a movie.
Yeah.
Like Stranger Things at the end there.
Oh, if I'm being honest with myself, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, did we know?
It was just fast.
It was just fast.
It was just fast.
Because they were, like you said, single episodes that were 2 hours long.
Mm-hmm. So they broke it down into, like, long episodes. They were kind of movies, but, yeah, they did ruin it a little bit. And it's very unfortunate because, like, I explained it to a couple people is, like, they had a whole season or story arc for these, like, those god people that came in and made, like, Cersei, like, do the walk and all that stuff. Yeah. You know, those, like, god religious people or whatever. They did a whole season or like a whole story arc for that thing, like start to finish, very detailed.
Yeah.
And then that's how they treated the end of all of this show. You know what I mean? It's like if you gave time for these random individuals to come in, stir up shit, all that, and then she ends up burning the whole thing down in a fucking cinematic brilliance. Give that the same energy, you know?
Absolutely.
You gave crazy energy to some random ass people that came in and it's like it made it great.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah,
and then just sped up the end of the season. Like, come on.
I think everybody across the board would agree that it was just sped up. It was still good. It was just sped up. It was just, and that's the only reason it's not good is because of how sped up it is.
Yeah, and then the way they like kill like those random. It's like you don't got to kill her.
No,
you ain't got to kill.
Speaking of people getting absolutely killed, we watched Creator Clash 2 yesterday.
Dude, that was pretty entertaining. I'm glad that I was tagged along for that one. That was.
We were definitely
at the same time I was watching MMA, so like my neurons were just firing off. Like, dude, let me tell you, when I was done watching that with you, like you're like, all right, dude, I'll talk to you.
Again, let's make it clear, we were hanging out together in person watching that, right?
Yeah. But like after it all was done, dude, my eyes were like, I was just so like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was like, man,
it wore me out.
Yeah, it's like I could go to sleep.
Which fights did you like in the Creator Clash?
None of them really.
Right.
I didn't really like any of them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they were entertaining. Like, the crowd definitely made it exciting. All of them, just throwing everything they had at each other is pretty cool, regardless if it looked really ridiculous.
This year compared to last year, I would say everybody looks not good at fighting compared to last year. Last year we had Michael Reeves. It was the Battle of the Short Kings. It was like a 5'2" dude versus a 5'4". I can't remember which one Michael Reeves is. I'm just gonna say Michael Reeves is 5'4". But Michael Reeves was out there, and he's a nerdy, like what people would call nerdy. Like he does like inventions and stuff like that, little weird motorized stuff. Versus a guy that was, I think, like a real estate YouTuber. Huh. And Michael Reeves was in there like just doing like crazy like Tyson, like head duck and weaves, and like it was like the combo. Everybody looked like they were so good at fighting in the first one, and even like Harley. Yeah, who had to fight WWE wrestler guy that was absolute steroided out of his mind.
Tank.
He did not look good this year. Not look good this year.
Well, he was fighting a dude who just had power and pressure. I mean, you got power and pressure, you're just going to stand. A lot of the people that I saw last night that were getting pressured had no clue on what to do. They just did their old school, like, stick both arms straight out, like, get away, or like go like this, like, eh. It's like you can't do that, bro. Like you gotta get hit to
sometimes you gotta get hit going in there.
Yeah, you gotta take a hit to get a hit.
A lot of times, like we watch those old Tyson fights, man. You have to get that.
Any of those boxers. Even yesterday, watching MMA, I watched Barbosa get a crazy knee KO, right? Yeah, and the only way to allow that to happen is to literally let the guy rush at you with like no fear. Like he's like you're watching a guy sprint, or not sprint, but just rush at you with a punch or something coming, and you're just standing there waiting. And that's what he did. Just stood there and waited, got his hand for distance or whatever, and then came in and just straight knee right up to the chin and just flattened the dude. And it's like you have to have that awareness, that killer instinct, like, yo, I'm just going to let this guy bull rush me. He's going to punch me in the face. All right. So I know what I'm going to do.
I think what we're trying to say is give us time to grow the channel. iDubbbz, Anissa, give us time. Invite us on a Creator Clash. We got to give us some good grace period. So Creator Clash 4 by Creator Clash 4, we should be here. We should be ready. The channel would be popping by then.
I would fight any of them.
Yeah.
I would fight any of them.
There was only like maybe one or two people. Always people that are out of my fight class that I'd probably not. But
you can, if you had training, you'd either bulk up or like that's the thing though. You're cutting weight or you're figuring out where you're going. So like if there's a proper weight class that they need you to be in or whatever,
I can get
you either bulk up or you go down and cut weight.
Let's be honest. I'm finding the most rowdy coach in Detroit.
Pretty much the most rowdy.
Yeah, we going in there. I swear, like just seeing especially any of the people that were in my weight class. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'd crumble them. I feel like most of these people I would crumble with no training.
But I don't know if that's the point, though.
I just work on my cardio.
I don't know if the point of them bringing them in there is because they have never fought, and that's the point, is that they've never fought.
Oh yeah,
but there was people that who have fought a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
they were a bunch of like just nerdy YouTubers.
But that one chick had that chest slapping. What was it?
Chest boxing.
Right.
But like I said, like we said.
But that's like some type of experience, though.
Yeah, but then she was fighting the lady that had trained with the CIA and the Navy SEALs. Right. And then we had Harley, who was fighting literally a Lucha Libre WWE.
Yeah, heavyweight funk champion.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think they could toss us in there.
I think they could.
Yeah.
I think they could. Respectively, just come on.
To be honest with you, for a lot of the people I've seen, I feel like you just give me a month of training. Not even. The month of training is just to build cardio heavy. I don't even think I need very much else.
I don't know. I would enjoy every second of that.
A lot of those people in there did not have very much fighting.
No, they were gassed.
Yeah,
they were gassed.
They were gassed and had no fight
except
sense. Dad. And that might be where I'd have to fight, to be honest.
Dad is like, he's like, I'm going to be on you. I'm just going to be on you, dude.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. He still punches wild.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
And a lot of these dudes, I was telling you, 0 uppercuts.
Yeah.
First of all, pissing me off. Barely any body shots. Dude, if
the only good fights,
one of them to the body.
Those girls were great fights. The
chicks, they were throwing down.
And really, you could tell it was going to be a good fight if you seen that head start moving around.
A little bit.
Like once you see that footwork and that head move around, then it's okay.
There was a lot of poor footwork.
Piss poor footwork.
Yeah. I don't box though.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? So who am I to talk? I'm talking shit about people who really went in there and did it. And I have not. But I can tell you from everything I've watched for 20 years, poor footwork.
Anissa and iDubbbz, listen, if you somehow stumble across this or anybody with Creator Clash, if you want a guy if you want a guy on there that's
with passion,
that's actually had some street fights in there, been jumped and jumped somebody, I've had all of it full circle, actual one-on-ones.
I've been jumped twice.
Got
never
jumped and jumped. No, me and my boy. One time I jumped somebody,
right.
And it was at a concert.
Okay.
And it was just because they were. I didn't even know why I was there. I'm not even gonna say where I was, what I was listening to, but just know there was like slower songs that were happening, and faster songs that were happening, and no matter the song, these like new age kids was just mosh pitting to everything, slow songs, whatever. And we were in like the front row, and they kept hitting me like crazy, and like there was like 20 different mosh pits, slow music, like sad music, mosh pits. And they kept hitting me and like elbowing me, and I'm like, I warned the group of people, because you tell it was like a group of friends that were kept doing it.
Right.
Like, listen, stop fucking touching me, just stop, all right? Mm-hmm. And then they did it again. I like looked at one of them like, dude, if this happens one more time, I promise you, I'm going to fuck you up. And then the last time that happened was to the extreme. Somebody behind me in that friend group pushed me so hard in the back that it almost like knocked the wind out of me, and I almost went over the front row. Mm-hmm. And it was just no question. That was my boy. My boy seen this happening constantly, so like we already were like all right, I don't think they're going to stop. So like just get ready. And luckily, I was with one of my boys that's like no questions asked kind of person. Yeah, luckily. We just on with whatever each other's on. So right when that happened, I got back to my bearings, looked over at him, and then just instantly, the guy next to me, we just started beating his ass. we beat his ass, and we were so pissed off and so just ready to just fight the whole crowd, because where we were at was just, it wasn't like a tough crowd. It was like a crowd of pussies. I mean, if we're gonna be honest. We beat dude's ass that was next to me. His friends came, and I feel like me and him just looked like we were ready to kill people, because they all like were about to fight, and then we like just squared up to fight like 4 people, and they were all just like, they're like, bro, no. And then security came. The show stopped. When we were jumping the guy that was performing was looking down at us like with his mic in his hand, still performing, like smiling ear to ear, like. Yeah, because when we were doing it, it wasn't like we were just straight, like, hit him with a barrage. So dude up there, like when I was hitting him, I looked up, and dude is just looking down, like performing, so happy to see what he did. Then they stopped to see what happened, and then the whole show kind of stopped for a quick second. Security came, grabbed that guy. Security went to go grab us. We shoved the security guard, and then my one boy was like, he was like, what the fuck are you gonna do? And then the security guard just like looked at us and then just like turned around and walked back to where he was at. And then
he poked the security guard.
And then the show just kind of continued. And they're like, all right, you guys done fighting? All right, let's get back to it. And then they started going. And then by that time, me and his adrenaline were just spiked.
Oh, yeah.
I had a Christmas sweater on, lost it somehow in the commotion.
Really?
And then we just kind of got bored, because after that, adrenaline spiked, and we're just like, this music don't even sound cool anymore. So we looked at each other like, you want to go? He's like, yeah, sure. And then we walked out, and then we seen the guy that we just beat up. He was kind of all like bloody and just like sitting outside, probably waiting for his friends. And then we just went home.
You're like, oh, yo, we could beat his ass again.
No, he did not look happy, but he didn't look like he wanted any problems. So
clearly.
So Anissa, iDubbbz.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
You guys want an actual person that can fight on that stage? Hit me up. All right, you had some people in there from Dearborn. We like to see it.
Hell yeah, actually, that was cool to see some.
We would have had 3 people from Michigan, but they kicked Froggy Fresh out, which sucks, aka Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
And I really wanted to see him fight. He got in shape. He got really in shape for this. So it sucked that like he did all those months of training to get kicked out like 1 month before. Not even like a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
But hey,
it'd been cool to see him get down.
Yeah, it is what it is. Froggy Fresh, hit us up, man. Love to have you on the podcast. Yeah.
That was a good time. It was cool watching it.
It sucks that the guy that created the Creator Clash, he just got his ass whooped twice.
Well, he's picking some stiff comp, I guess, for himself. You know, it's like nothing wrong with that. But
last year was Dr. Mike. You aware of him? Dr. Mike was pretty terrifying. I'm so sad. There's another guy, an Australian fella named I Did a Thing, who went in there last year looking like probably the best boxer. He was wearing a mock the whole time. Like a butcher's mock
like
while
apron?
he was fighting. Yeah. 'Cause that's his big thing is he wears a butcher's mock.
That's
and
cool
he was wearing it like
that's cool
the
that they're allowed to do that. They're like allowed to like allow them to use their character or whatever it is that they are.
Pretty sure he doesn't wear shoes. I'm pretty sure he did not wear shoes when he was fighting either. I'd have to rewatch, but
I guess that's why they're fighting in Florida, because the sanction is just crazy. They're like, yo, this is a boxing match, but he don't want to wear shoes. It's all right, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll just take it to Florida. They don't care.
And bro, last year, a lot of the people, it was either like one person took it way more serious than the other, and you could tell. Where like, I Did a Thing. He was beating the shit out of this guy, and it was the other guy's birthday, and he just kept hitting him. And the guy like had no defense, and at a certain point, like you could see on his face, he just did not want to hit him anymore. He's like, come on, and he kept hitting him. He kept looking over at the ref, like, stop it, and then he would just punch him square in the face again.
That was kind of like yesterday with Jarvis.
Yeah,
you know, he like went in there and he just had it, and then he got the energy kind of taken from him, and then after those few punches, those good ones, he just turned away and he's just like, nah.
That's a big thing. Is a lot of them would just go in there with all this energy and just blow it all out.
Yeah.
The first, like,
it's that adrenaline though. They have everything's around them for the
10,000
very first
people
time.
there,
10,000 people cheering
100,000+ people watching online
live.
Yeah.
You know, you've never been in that type of scenario before, so your adrenaline is probably so through the roof. You've never experienced it before, and you want to go in there and in fight mode, which you've never been in before either.
Yeah,
and so you got to go in there and just like and before you know it, you get your ass.
A lot of them were training in
months
in LA, which was pretty wild. A lot of them were training in LA, which I don't think I would not. I would train in Detroit for sure. I would train in Detroit for sure.
There's a lot of good stuff happening here.
Yeah,
in mixed martial arts, there's a lot of MMA promotions going on. So
in Detroit, you can find some really good coaches that will get you ready. That definitely train Golden Glove fighters and stuff like that. I have some friends.
What's her name's from Detroit? She's wicked, dude. What the hell's her name?
Yeah, I mean,
Fudge. Can't think of her name. Someone with an S or something.
I definitely have some friends that fought in like the Golden Glove things and stuff like that. And they, even them, even like people, even like rappers, certain of our rap, like what's his name, Snap Dog. And even look real good at fighting and stuff like that. You can find some good trainers. So I ain't going to no California, getting all nice and comfortable, looking at the beaches or anything like that.
I mean, if you want to win your fight, you're going to train to win.
Oh yeah, no, Creator Clash. They invited me to Creator Clash. I'm renting a shit apartment in the middle of Detroit. All right, going hitting the gym and the coaches every day.
Oh yeah, it's going down.
Because you hit a stage like that, you're pretty much you're probably gonna get elevated as to a certain degree. So sure, yeah, renting me a shit like $500 a month apartment. Training in Detroit, dude, running through downtown Detroit all day, Rocky style.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Except listening to not Rocky type music.
Not inspirational.
Inspirational to winning a fight for sure.
Yeah. If there's a lot of Detroit music out here that you could really get pumped up before a fight, dude.
Yeah, I'm walking, and I'd ask one of the artists out here to walk me out, dude. We'd have that shit looking city as fuck.
Yep, just look crazy.
Per other person comes out to some bubblegum pop.
Yep.
I come out walking out with V's or Babyface Ray. Yeah, we would take it home. We would take it home for sure.
I'd be there. I'd also try to fight too.
Yeah.
I definitely want to kick some ace.
I swear, a lot of you've seen what the people. I mean, except for AB, Star Killer, he from Dearborn. But he was fighting Dad. So
I know, right? You got the freaking cardio king against not cardio king.
Yeah,
dude, blues load in 2 minutes.
Like I said with AB though, it's impressive that he has no cardio because he's been training for 2 years. 2 years, didn't have any abs, no cardio.
It's what you do in between training that really matters.
When I watched the podcast he's on, H3, and I don't know what he's doing on off season. That's what
I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have no, dude, you could gain it all back in no time.
Crazy, man.
And then it all goes away.
That sucks.
It all goes away.
That sucks.
Especially when your body, like you're training your body to do that. And when you let it go, it's going to go back to its natural state in a moment's time. So it's pretty unfortunate, but it's like,
yeah,
you got to go hard, man.
You got to put it all on the line. He got hit ribs and took him out.
Yep.
Got to fight through that.
Yeah.
A lot of them boxers out there, you think they ain't get something broken? A lot of boxers out there broken hands.
There's a lot of training that involves that. You got to stand there and just taking body blows and shit.
Yeah.
I'd be doing that all the time. You got to. I get hit.
Yeah. That's all I'm working on, really.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm working on is body, shoulders, arms.
And sparring.
Back.
You have to spar.
Run.
I think the best way to train for a fight when you're younger is sparring.
Oh, yeah.
You got to spar and shit. If you're going to get hurt, you're going to get hurt, but you got to have the wherewithal to know what's about to happen because it's the only way that is it's the most equal that it's going to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, spar it up.
Or play some Wii boxing, something.
No way. No way. A lot of these MMA guys, they like when I watch behind the scenes stuff for like pay-per-views and shit, and they do training, they do the whole training.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking. They even just do the announcing so they can get the whole thing like prepped in their head.
Well,
what it feels like when you hold the belt, win it, and you go like after you're done with the round, go run around and cheer. You know what I mean? Put your arms up. Like walk in. They even walk into their own gym with entrances and shit.
Oh,
just
wow.
just to have that feel.
Well, the saddest thing that I seen yesterday, it was like some people had that weird thing, like you said, the stiff arms out.
Dude, I don't know what's up with the stiff arm.
They'd get hit, and then their arms would go above their head.
Yep.
Like what?
Or when they punch with both arms.
Yeah.
Like they'd have one arm out and they're trying to do this with like another arm. Yeah. It's like, what do you have two arms straight like this trying to do this?
I mean, maybe if it was like UFC, maybe because then you got that distance and then you.
The only time you're really doing that is if you're going like this, but you're bringing your arm back.
Yeah. They would not.
Distance coming forward again with your punch. This one's longer than this one.
Yeah, so they would hit. And then like this one would come like right after.
They're like right here. It's like, what are you doing? Even when I do this, you can see it's a little bit longer. So if I'm going, I'm touching distance with this one, coming in with this one. I've learned that from every single fight I've ever watched is this is your distance hand, this is your connection hand, Yeah. Even with Izzy winning the championship, he fucking went in there and was like, took the damage.
Yeah.
Went in there, got fucking kneed in the face and was like, oh, body shot, just took it and then just said,
yeah.
Again, it was just like,
yeah,
you got to take that ish, dude.
So yeah, iDubbbz, Anissa, hear us now. You want a creator clash to look right?
You want some knockouts?
Yeah, I don't know if they do want knockouts, to be honest with you.
They do. The crowd wants knockouts.
Crowd wants knockouts.
Dude, they want it.
Even if not.
Did you hear the announcers?
Yeah.
Even them. It's the only knockout. Or like when they replayed all the fights.
It didn't, yeah. There's only one knockdown.
They wanted some KO. They wanted some good.
There was only knockdowns. There was no knockouts.
I don't want to give anybody like brain damage or anything, but like I'm trying to let the people see some KOs.
I think we definitely.
I'll take a KO willing to give a KO.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'll lay out there like.
Yeah, it is a fight.
And willing to just freaking dink.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. You're paying for my hospital bill, so I'm willing to take them.
Yeah, we're going all or nothing on the line there,
dude, all day.
That was pretty entertaining. Very excited to see next year for us to be on there.
Yep, I'm glad Max Holloway got his win back too.
Yeah,
yep, he's been fighting champions like the last what seems like years. And then he actually fought like a contender.
Yeah.
Went in there and put it on a great performance. Like every time he puts on every time he goes and fights these not up and coming, but like the top 5 cats, just pieces them up, does a great job. And then every time he fights Volkanovski, he just looks like shit. Volkanovski's that guy.
That's his nightmare. That's his nightmare.
It is. It's that one fighter. They needed. Oh my God.
I mean, that's just what it is. There's a lot. I was watching a video that said nightmare, and they were putting like all the champions or former champions against their nightmares.
Mm-hmm. And there's always that one fighter that has your number, dude.
They put what's his name with Adesanya, the guy who just knocked out.
Yeah, because he did.
That was
he lost to him.
They had that background story that was pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. He lost to him a shit ton of times, and he's like, dude,
figured it out though.
Figured it out like a G, dude. Like you couldn't have like pictured like a better like. He replayed that last fight. He said he's going to do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Let it happen. Bink.
Yeah.
That's great, dude.
Yeah, man.
Some heads binking off the canvas, dude.
Yeah, don't worry, Creator Clash. I've already been training. I've been ready. By the time you guys get me, I'll be 2 years of trained. I'll be ready. You'll have a monster in there.
Monster.
Yeah.
Cardio king.
Been working on my cardio heavy. It's not been the best for me. Have you ever like trained cardio or like when was the last time you like been in the gym? I know you work like your day-to-day life is working out essentially. You work hard labor.
Yeah.
You're a hard labor monster. You've been working hard labor for a long time.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can say is like I feel like when I do running and stuff, I'm so out of shape.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like heavy lifting and like dude, I've lifted so many like heavy bags up and down stairs for hours and hours in a day, the heaviest furniture, equipment, just on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like doing that type of, because that's what my body's used to. So my body can do that all day long because I got stronger legs and stuff like that. So I can do that all day long.
Cardio, I mean, it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to.
But when it comes to that stuff, like, yeah.
You smoke too. You
pretty much
taking greenery in various different ways. Vape.
That wouldn't. I mean, that doesn't really deter me from day to day. Like I get out of breath sometimes and stuff. Like when it gets hot outside.
I'm talking about straight sprint.
But straight sprinting and stuff like that, I can still run pretty fast. I can run. Just like I've ran.
Yeah.
I run around my block from time to time. You know what I mean? Like I'll do like a quarter mile run or something like that. Yeah. You know, like from time to time. But like yeah. I definitely get gassed out pretty quickly, but like my body still knows what to do. Like my body doesn't shut down on me or anything like that.
Okay.
So like if I was to go to the gym and start like a routine, or if I started doing a running routine or a cardio routine, my body would snap into it pretty fast.
That's what I'm hoping happens to me. My thing.
That's only because of my work.
See where you do hard labor all day every day. I pretty much just drive around all day every day. So. And that's a big thing that's getting me in there now is because all I've been doing is drive around, you eat fast food, you feel like shit.
Yep. You take naps.
Yeah, I take naps throughout the day. Yeah, you just ride around, I feel like shit, think like shit. So I definitely wanted to get in there to kind of get a little bit better everything. My biggest thing with running is where a lot of times like my lungs are okay, like I continue, it's like my calves. Like I feel like my calves are all like bulked up already. It's hard to. I'm hoping like in the next couple of weeks I'll be all the way there.
Yeah, that's more of like
only with treadmill though. Like when I'm like running treadmill, like if I do like the elliptical
it's because you're sitting down.
No, that's like the one where it's like the.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay,
the ski one. It's like my feet. And calves need to get more conditioned.
Yep.
And then I think I'll be able to go better on that.
Mm-hmm. It's your muscles start to lock up, so you gotta like when you're doing your in between your sets, you just gotta rub them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's going to the gym has been rough and good because like you go there and you're probably in top 10 of like the people in the worst shape in there, right? It gives you motivation. 'Cause you'll see some 40, 50-year-old dude that's like big, not even like jacked or anything. He's just a big, like heavy set dude, not looking great, but he's still like you're on that treadmill running. You got on, he was already there, and you got off, and he's still there. You did other workouts. You look over, he's still there, and you're like, You're like, dude, no way. You're like, am I the worst shape in the gym? Probably. So,
yeah, but he might not be able to do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta he might just be the running guy.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he's trying to shred shred body fat, then yeah, he's probably it's all he's focusing on.
Hmm. But he's probably not going to go in there and put up the same reps and weight that you're probably able to do. If he is, then he probably can't.
I say probably. Like I said, I'm probably one of the worst in shape in there right now. Not to say I'm not. Out of all these alpha, not to say that
you don't have to be in shape to be alpha.
Yeah, you don't got to be as long as you're working towards it.
Yeah, you got to be working hard.
You got to work hard. You got to lift. It doesn't have to be that much.
No, you going in there and making a difference is alpha.
Yeah, it's the energy you give in there.
Right. Yeah.
There's some jacked guy that's on probably some gear. I look him in the eyes and I'm like, and he kind of cowers.
No. Not your time. It's my time.
I walk through it. All the other treadmills are open. I walk over to his.
Yep.
Gets down.
Move.
Yeah.
There's all these other treadmills. I don't care. I'm like, yours.
Yeah. Go over to his bench.
Yeah.
He has like
everything set.
He's like
ready.
3 big giant plates on there. There's the other one next to him that's open.
With no plates.
I walk over to his. Hey, get up.
Move. I'm pushing this.
Yeah. He gets up. I take all of his big plates off.
Yeah.
Put my smaller ones.
What are you doing? Don't worry about it. I'm working out.
No, it's not like that. He's like, hey, what are you doing, man? I'm like, get out of my way, beta. Sorry.
Get out of my way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. I just got to keep at it.
Yep. I don't have any motivation to do that. Unless, I go to Creator Clash.
That's what I'm saying. I have it just in my head. No.
I mean, you can manifest it.
I have multiple. My thing is, and I know this is not healthy for a majority of people, but you started it off. No, it's okay. You started off like, dang, dude, you're looking kind of fat.
Damn, bro, you're gonna, jeez.
Yeah, he said, dang, dude, you're looking kind of fat. He goes,
as someone who's fat.
He said, what happened? He said, I thought you used to have a 6-pack and all that. And then I lifted my shirt, and then you're like, dang, dude, you're looking like shit.
I didn't say that.
He said, hey, you're looking like shit. You're looking like a little soft soy boy.
I did not say any of that.
I was like, oh,
I don't even use those words.
He said, dang, dude, I bet I beat you up and take your money. And I was like, hey, dude, you're probably right at this point. So then, now I have a couple other people that are on purposely saying mean things to me to keep me going, which I need. I was always that. It's always that kind of person.
All right.
Like if I had like a coach that was like training me, I would need him to be kind of mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep me going back. That way, because if the next day when I'm like, when I'm like all better and not sore enough to go into the gym, I'm like, dang, I don't want to go in there. And then like,
yeah, I don't need to go in there.
I need faces to see in the mirror besides my own. They're like, you're fat, soy boy.
Oh, yeah,
my name's
around the head, floating guys.
Yeah. My name's The Great JSlay. You're fat. You're out of shape. What happened? And then had some other guys. I have nerve.
I'm not even in shape, so you shouldn't even have took it to heart.
Nobody that's telling me these things are in shape. They're just still. Then I have nerve. He's like points over at this other guy that's like middle-aged, balding, kind of like got a beer gut. He's like, see that? I'm like, yeah, what about him? He's like, that's gonna be you in 20 years.
God damn.
All right, looks like I'm going to the gym.
Well, shit, dude.
I'm on the phone with my other coworker, just talking about yada yada. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, just trying to find like some fruit. Like I'm trying to figure out which fruits have like vitamin A in them. He's like, oh, you think you're gonna be healthy? You think you're gonna get all fit in the gym? He's like, man, in a couple weeks you're gonna drop it. You ain't gonna be shit. I'm like,
damn.
I'm like, all right, motherfucker, you're gonna eat your words in 6 months. So I kind of need that.
All right. I mean, guess whatever you need, dude.
Need to get my girl on that too. She's like, you look like shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Is your girl fit?
My girl? Yeah.
Just because she's skinny or whatever, but is she fit?
She doesn't go to the gym, no.
Oh, okay.
No. Nobody that is telling me these things go to the... I don't need them to be, though. I don't need them to be. If I had people that went to the gym that tell me that, for some reason, that doesn't help me out as much.
It might.
Maybe. Maybe I'm going to have to...
They look like me, mama.
I'm going to start telling my boss, be like, hey, you got to start talking shit to me in front of the whole crowd of workers, and then let's have everybody else.
Yeah.
I just need to walk down the halls at work, and they're just like, hey, you looking like shit, bro.
Hey, who's that fucking Kirby looking fuck?
Yeah, just really dial in that that body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Hey, I bet you when you run, you sound like Kirby after. Some people need that. Some people don't. Some people need that. Some people don't.
Jigglypuff, motherfucker.
Some people need nice words of encouragement. Hey, man, you're looking great.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking great. Keep at it.
I'm loving everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, I look like tough.
Yeah. Me, I need. Bro, you look like shit.
You smell like shit.
You smell like shit.
Hey, man, if it wasn't for other people around smelling like shit in public, I wouldn't, like, even care about smelling good or, like, hygiene, dude. But looking at other people going, no.
And that's another thing. I go to, like...
teeth, shower, deodorant,
when I go
cologne.
to get, like, my chicken, my rice, and my veggies, I go to Walmart to get it done.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say much else. I just look over at the crowded people.
Yeah, and you're just like, man.
Down that cake, in the cake section and the cookie section and stuff like that. I'm like, no.
It's probably filled up.
Yeah.
Cake and cookie section over at Walmart is probably jam-packed. Like, excuse me.
Yeah, so I go to Walmart to get my food.
And for some confidence?
Yeah, and for a little bit of
self-esteem.
But then I look at who's in these sections, who's getting, who's grabbing the 25 packs of hot dogs.
Me.
Dude, when I was at I think I was walking past an Aldi's. I don't remember where I was going. I think it was going to Aldi's to take a shit, to be honest with you. Craziest thing I've ever seen, this guy came out of the Aldi's with like 20 gallons of milk of different variety. 1%, 2%, whole milk. Yeah. He even had the whole cream. What is that? The thick
buttermilk?
No, I mean, I'm sure he had some of that, but it's like the heavy whip or something like that,
okay,
right?
Yeah. Like heavy whipping cream type shit.
He had every variety. He had almond milk.
Huh.
And he was just putting all these gallons and gallons of milk in his car. What could he be doing with that?
Tier list?
Milk tier list? He didn't look like the kind of guy that was tearing it up, because he also had like 4 of each.
I was talking to a couple of people about that tier list that we did, and they were laughing their asses off because I ain't never seen a tier list like that either. Yeah. I'm like, yo, dude, you ain't never going to see animals we could fight tier.
We're going to have some sick other ones, too. I have a couple in the tuck that I'm not going to reveal to you or anybody. But I can imagine...
Nothing like keeping your co-host in the dark.
Yeah. I'll let you know, like, the week of. Right. I'm anticipating probably in the 10s or another tier list, either episode 10 or in the teens somewhere. There's going to be another tier list. But I have some unconventional tier list ideas for sure.
Unconventional, huh?
We're going to do it bigger. We're going to do it better. It's going to be the greatest. It's going to be the greatest tier list that you've ever seen. It's going to be an amazing tier list.
The greatest tier list.
It's the biggest tier list ever.
Everybody else has done tier lists, but my tier list is going to be the greatest tier list. You think you've seen a tier list before? You've never seen a tier list on this type of level. When me and my team do tier lists, we do tier list all the way.
It's amazing. You should see the tier. You should see the
greatest tier list.
You should see the tier list that we're doing. It's amazing.
You don't even understand the capabilities of the tier list.
It's the greatest, biggest, widest tier list you've ever seen. Listen here, Jack.
No one's going to be able to handle my tier list.
No. So yeah, man, that's been life. That's been life, man. Yep. Just working on being a better person, you know. What if you could like work on any aspect of yourself, and or what do you find to be like the most valuable thing to work on as a human being?
Probably just opening up
emotionally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Finding the grounds to do so. I find it very hard to just like open up about things or emotions or how you're feeling about things.
Sure.
Especially like, you know, like with relationships or stuff.
Absolutely.
Like it's like, I think that's one of the hardest things that it's trying to.
In regards to what though? Like what topics do you find
anything?
Hard?
Just like opening up to like how you're feeling. Like you know what I mean? Or like
sad.
how you feel about certain things or like what, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of hard to just get a stepping stone into doing that. Like just being like doing it.
Well, you know, bruv, there's no opening up to women. It's just a gym. No, I mean, yeah.
It's pretty much it.
If it's something that you're not feeling great about, that you're opening up about, you know, if it's an insecurity or something like that, whatever it may be, if it's not in a positive note of trying to open it up, sure. I mean, opening up with that to anybody would be hard.
It's kind of hard, yeah. It's just like finding the grounds to do it. It's pretty much like opening up isn't that hard. Like once I get going, it's the starting point to do that. You know what I mean? I feel like I either have to piggyback off of somebody to do it, or like it has to get just brought up or something like that for me to be like, oh yeah, like it's an okay space to do it. Other than that, it's like I can't just. It feels weird to just like. Oh, like if me and my ex were talking about like relationships and like how we wanted to view things or whatever, like I almost feel like it would be hard for me to just start that conversation. Just like jump into it with like how I feel about things. I almost have to like piggyback off of that, which isn't fair.
Yeah. Well, women are more trained to be able to do it just in day to day. Men don't really talk to each other about things either. Where women, they talk to their girlfriends about everything, you know. Right. They'll FaceTime each other, talk about their emotions and stuff. Men are very cut off from that. Like I don't remember the last like serious conversation I've had with anybody. Like let's take my little brother for an example. What's up, dude? You know, it's not like me and him ever talk about like, you know, the struggles, or like what's on my mind that's like serious or like not making me feel the best.
I think I have Jake, you know, our cousin to lean on for that. But like, but like you can't hit certain emotional points with, you know, certain people. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that for other people. Yeah. So when it comes to like female relations and all that type of stuff and letting the emotions come out like that, it's kind of tough. Like when it comes to family or whatever, like I can talk.
Well, that's what's different. Like women, it could even be not the closest friend. It could just be just a normal friend. Yeah. They will still hit that emotional spot with them. Where men, it's either your closest homie or your closest person. Like
it's more of just a nonchalant conversation when you have with them. Hey, what's going on? Oh, this and that. All right, man. Well, it's like very short.
Not doing the best. Oh man, it'll get better. All right, bro.
Yeah. Kind of like just a bland like. But that's what they know too. Yeah. Yeah, that's what sucks. So
where women are very like even they're just normal friends, they will go all the way deep in depth with it.
And then give you like tons of emotional support. Yeah. And it's like
kind of. Do you think that's a natural thing, or do you think that's do you think like it's naturally just how men are? Or do you think that's how like we were raised and how we were treated?
Well, we didn't have an outlet. Yeah. What I told, you know, my ex a lot over conversations is that I didn't have a lot of visual aid for that. There wasn't good examples of that happening around me. Females would do it all the time, you know, our aunts and whatever, you know, but we didn't have male role models that did any of that. If you think about all our male role models growing up, all closed off. Yeah. Never willing to like give advice, never willing to step out of any comfort zone to like tell you anything. None. No. We had zero. No male role models to be like, yo, they didn't do anything bad. Right. You know, like we didn't have male role models that cheated or like, you know what I mean? For the most part, you know what I mean? Like, you know, for like it was a constant visual, like, and then you saw it amongst all types of men or like all types of our male like role models. You know what I mean? If it was one, you know what I mean? It was like, you know, one person. Yeah. And then you saw it in that one person and you're like, okay, yeah, there's that. I don't want to be like that or whatever. But if you saw it amongst like all of the range of our male role models and stuff like that, it would probably be. Yeah. But we didn't. They're all closed off. They're all shut off in their own. Like they don't.
Absolutely. So from the father figures in our life to our uncles and everything like that.
To everybody, you know what I mean? So it wasn't really like a good we didn't have any awareness of it, so we have to learn it on our own. So it's just
we're like our moms are like they're pretty emotional,
and they want you to talk to them, but you can't. You're not talking to your mom or anything about that. You want to talk to your uncle or your dad about that stuff, but they're not. They're not like there. They're not going to talk to you back at
right. Because also like the by that point where you're so like you don't have those male figures in your life that you could like talk to about like certain things. By the time it hits to you like your mom or something, they're like I said, they're women, so they have such a more open-mindedness to expressing emotions to where it's almost an overload for you. You will try to just like ease your way into it. Now they want to talk about it all. They want to go all the way deep.
Or they ask you why you can't.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't understand why we can't.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on that we're visually aware about.
Yeah.
And it's hard to.
Again, it brings us to that alpha male stuff, man, where it's like the manosphere stuff where like, we made jokes, but really I think like isn't the statistic like actually like 80% of suicides are by men? And it really goes down to that kind of stuff. We don't have any outlets to talk about anything.
Not really. And that lady that killed herself trying to be a man.
Yeah.
She realized that.
Yeah.
And she became a man for 2 years or whatever. Completely shut off
Again,
from the world.
Not transitioned or anything like that. Just like
to
was like
experience it. Yeah,
a psychologist.
You're right. She wanted to know what it was like. Like, it should be easier.
Because we have to make that clear. Nowadays.
Yeah. She tried to be a man for however long.
So I studied the psychology.
She got so depressed she ended up killing herself because she realized that it's awful to be a dude. And it's like it is what it is. But yeah, those manosphere dudes are doing it wrong.
Yeah, they're gonna lead to the downfall of a lot more men. By just, because don't get me wrong, like the gym is great. Like,
I just saw a fuck video of a kid ripping on his teacher because he thought he was alpha.
Oh, you seen that with like the nerdy kid?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the alpha.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
dude.
bro, that's what's happening.
We could probably pull that up.
We should pull that up for everyone to see real quick.
They don't even have to see it; they can listen to it. Because it is truly amazing.
But that's what that person's watching and thinking that he can get away with. It's like, you ain't even an adult, dude. Like, you're talking to your teacher, like respect is going downhill. Like, you gotta have respect. So they don't even throw those words out really anymore.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Let's see. Okay, I think I found it, and this can just be for people who's listening. We don't need to show because I didn't when I first heard about this. I didn't see it. I just heard it, like the audio. So, and I feel like with this, you don't really need to see it too much. It's
not really.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm not gonna even pull it up as far as like a listening thing. Yeah, we could just listen to this. This is what these people are doing. Like there's no way this is the first or the last.
Absolutely not. And then it's just going to keep growing and growing.
Yeah.
These teachers are losing their minds, dude.
Nah.
Getting out of hands these days.
I've had enough of this. This punishment stuff is going to stop.
It just sucks he has to sound like that and all that too.
I am now the alpha.
Well, not how this works.
In front of the whole class.
The alpha takes priority over the teacher. The alpha takes priority over everything. Do you not know how that works?
The teacher is telling the alpha to sit in his seat right now.
And the alpha doesn't have to listen to orders.
He's just a kid.
Well, you don't have to.
And he doesn't have to listen to
Might be on the spectrum, unfortunately.
Are going to still
It doesn't matter though. What's in his head is what's in his head, and that's not the way.
Doesn't take punishment.
You're in school.
Let's see how well that
You need to
works out for him, okay?
Getting out of
What's going to
hands
end up
these
happening is that
days.
he's going to get out of school with that mentality. He's going to get checked really hard, or he's going to get his ass beat, or something really bad's going to happen to him. And it's going to be unbeknownst to him.
Yeah, imagine being in the wrong place, wrong time, and you try to tell
You're just in your head going, I'm the alpha, and then you walk up to the wrong people and going like, oh, I don't have to listen to you on I'm alpha. Check.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're first of all, you're not cut from the right cloth to do said things. You know?
Come out sounding like that, you instantly.
You're just not. It's like I don't know. Like, that's why it's funny. Like, Andrew Tate is pretty much the only person that can get away with being like that because he like looks like that. He has an intimidating features and stature about him.
Sure.
So it's like If he can get away with it, sure. But now look at all these smaller, sillier dudes trying to do it. It just sounds.
Well, I will say also, I mean, he wasn't always like that. I don't know if there was like some show he was on, like a dating show, where he got denied. It was like the start of, I don't know if you've seen that video. It was like the origin story, the villain origin story.
Ah, yeah.
He's like scrawny. He had like glasses on, like not like very, flattering glasses. And he was on like some dating show, and it went to a girl's choice of like him versus somebody else. And she was like, I'm going to go with him. And then he's like, why? And he's like, well, he has like muscles, and he seems like he has like things going for him. You don't. You're like,
it's what he needed to hear. Just like you going to the gym. Oh, I needed that negative shit to get me into the gym so I could hear it. He had to get straight rejected to. That's that real life. See, that was a real life scenario that made him go, oh,
yeah.
All right. How am I gonna win?
He learns kickboxing.
Let me learn kickboxing.
Like
let me kick some ass. Let me do this. Let me get in shape. Yeah. Let me change my mental state.
Dude, if he wasn't such a shit human being, douchebag, loser, he'd be pretty. It'd be a pretty cool story, or like he'd be a pretty. He'd be
cool a very inspirational.
Like
person.
if he was a person that like actually was like an actual inspirational speaker and like gave valid points that could help people and not cause a
not really brainwash style.
Yeah,
yeah.
It would be dope, but unfortunately, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Needs to burn. Not literally. Well, I don't know. I care less.
That's up to people.
Yeah. But
he's in the position. He's in the position he is now, though, because of people.
You aware of like Jordan Peterson? Do you know who Jordan Peterson is?
I mean, like I said, I'm at a faces. I can tell you that. I'm episode 7. I've been telling you this for.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, Jordan Peterson. I know my boss played this unironically, and it was pretty hilarious. I don't know if you ever heard the monologue or the. Is it the monologue? Is that the word I'm thinking about? He's like, the thing about men, they're doing amazing things.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Here. Yeah, Jordan Peterson, men, amazing.
Amazing. Oh, this guy. Yeah.
Oh,
see,
my God.
I told you, I'm better with faces.
Dude, in every point he brings up, he cries. I know, he's like the opposite, where he's like, he's a little too open with his emotions. He's crying way too much about things that don't need to be. He's like, I just want to talk about this topic. Men are out there struggling. Like, dude, chill
Maybe
out.
He's passionate, though.
No, he's on benzos.
Is he?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He's on a lot of benzos, and he only eats meat.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Jordan Peterson. Let's see.
There's a big difference between saying men should be
Oh, shit.
dangerous.
We're back into this loop. Hold on.
We're back on this loop.
Yep.
There it is.
The best men I know are dangerous. Like, so
these people are coming out the woodwork too.
Jordan
man.
Peterson's been around for a long time.
I know, but they're coming out of like they're like thrust them forward. You know what I mean? Like he's like, I'm fine with hanging out in the shadows. They're like, no, whoosh. He's like,
yeah. There was actually one that was crazy. It was
You can click that arrow and like keep scrolling those vids.
Oh my God.
He's trying hard.
Yeah. Dude, there's one that was like, he's like, what's real? Real's real. But let's talk about when Excalibur had to pull the sword. I'd like to expand on that a little bit. But first, before I expand on that, let's think about sword. Sword. Starts with an S, doesn't it? Want to know what else starts about S? Sexuality.
Dude, come on.
And sexuality's real. But what's realer than that is pain. You can't out-argue that.
You're killing me, bro.
Dude, that is literally what he said. And people, like, real is real. Let me see. What's real? Okay, yeah. And in these, what matters? That's what he is saying. And then if you go to the comments, they're like, this is one of the most insightful things I've ever seen. It just sounds like two friends talking for a long time. And you're like, what? Oh, yeah, let's just check this out.
What matters matters.
Matter isn't dead dust. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. Matter is what matters. There's a definition. That's a very weird definition. But what's real? Matter. It's like, okay.
Oops, starting to cry there.
What's real? What matters is real. Because that's how you act. Okay, so that's different than matter. It's like, okay, what's the most real of what matters?
You still with us? You still following along here?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
How about pain? Why is it the most real? Try arguing it away. Good luck. So pain is the fundamental reality. All right. Well, that's rough. Doesn't that lead to nihilism and hopelessness? Yeah, doesn't it lead to a philosophy that's antithetical towards being? The most fundamental reality is pain. Yes. Is there anything more fundamental than pain?
Really?
Love. Really? If you're in pain.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Love and truth. That's what you got. And you know.
This is a very sensitive man.
If they're more powerful than pain, maybe they're the most real things.
That right there, that.
Oh my God. I watch a podcast called H3. A lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. Whatever.
What is it?
H3, the H3 podcast.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people love them. A lot of people hate them. Controversial, but I've been watching them for a long time. And they clown on this man, and they find the deep ones, the deep cuts of this guy, which are hilarious. There's one of the ones they were talking about. He was writing. He has like a dream journal, and he'll record it and read like what his dreams were. So he'll wake up
awesome.
and he'll write his dreams down. No, not when you're him.
Whatever.
What his was is like, I was sitting by a pool that was also a river. In the pool was my grandmother.
Ah.
She started sitting at the edge of the pool, and she was naked, and her pubic hair resembled. Dude,
I think I actually seen that.
And her pubic hair.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Resembled a paintbrush, and she came over and brushed it on my face. I resisted at first, and then I let her have her way. Dude, this guy has some fucked up dreams. He wakes up crying. Oh, dude, let's check out these comments, though, on that video.
I woke up crying before. It was pretty intense.
The worst is when you're in pain and you can't get love no matter how hard you try. You get stuck in darkness and every effort looks pointless. There are things that keep people away from you. You have no control over. Pain is only reality for some of us. Wow. Look at this one. Yeah. Thank you, sir, for bringing truth to this fake world we're living in. Perhaps my favorite quote from this brilliant man, real eyes, realize, real lies. That was some Eminem. Some Eminem.
Bars.
Yeah. Real eyes, real...
real eyes, realize, real lies.
Real eyes, realize, realize, real lies.
that Eminem impersonator guy, he needs to take that for sure and do
it. Yeah. It's so refreshing to see someone so inquisitive and curious. So many people drag themselves through their 9 to 5 without really questioning things. Where did they get that from this? Where did they get that from? That what we just heard?
Oh, it's just
what matters. Yeah, sublime.
Pain hurts and that matters. Also, happiness feels good and that matters.
Yeah.
You're fucking goofball asses. Real joy feels great and that matters.
Yeah.
Happiness trumps darkness, and that is also true. It also takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile, and that's facts. So how about you get your head out your asses?
Dude.
Also, fucking hugs bring positive energy. So
there we go.
How about you start hugging a little bit or shaking a hand?
Oh, so my boss played this with unironically. And he was like, I have this quote that I want all of us to listen to today from a philosopher, Jordan Peterson. And I just he said, Jordan Peterson, hey? I go, without you showing me what it is, let me get it. Let me guess. Where would we be without men? He was just like, you just seen his face, like kind of like, like, bro, you're not gonna show me no Jordan Peterson and think I'm about to get inspired for the day, dude. You about to make me giggle. Yeah, made me giggle. I had a teacher in school that would scold us and make us feel like shit.
I had one of those. I was a math teacher that did that. It was fun.
Ours was a history teacher, and she would ask what you're planning to do in college, and this is in 10th grade, which again, I don't believe kids that are 15, 16, 17 should have to make a decision of what they're going to be doing for their entire life, spend thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in debt to figure out what they're going to do for life at 17, 16.
Right.
But if you didn't answer, like if you're like, I don't know, or if you're like, I'm not going to college, I have another plan in mind, or whatever you plan on doing, she would, if it wasn't, I'm doing this in college, she would go, oh, so yeah, you're more than likely going to go and be a pizza delivery driver for the rest of your life. And then she would go, someone's got to do it. Mm-hmm. I heard her say that like 10, 15 times to other people. She's trash.
Yep.
And matter of fact, I'll air her name out right now, Miss Vaughn, you bitch. No, I'm just...
Woo! Reload.
Miss Vaughn, guess what? Most of us make more than you. All right?
She's a teacher, man.
She's a teacher at not a great school. I didn't go to school.
She wasn't one of those teachers that does, like, when people are talking about, like, yo, does teachers deserve more pay? She's not one of them.
No. She's just content with doing her normal thing.
Skating on by.
Yep. Guess what? Ms. Vaughn, most of us make more than you now.
Maybe that's what she wanted. Maybe that she was like, that's what I wanted. I wanted you to be better than me.
Dang.
Reverse psychology style.
Dang. In like 2 years when I go to my 10-year like graduation, she's like, did you go to college? She's like, no. She's like, how much do you make now? And I like say how much I make. She's like, that's what I wanted you to do.
Exactly.
And then it's like,
it all hits you. You're like, oh my God.
She's like, I listened.
It was that negativity that I needed. That I didn't even know.
Oh, in full circle.
Dude, full circle, dude.
Yo.
Psychology, you needed it.
Yeah. There would be other teachers that just crush other people's dreams. Like there's like this short dude. She was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? He was like, I want to either be a rapper or a professional basketball player.
Two unrealistic things.
He's actually pretty successful with rap now.
I know, but at that time, when you hear that as a teacher, you're like, really?
She was like, well, you're too short to play basketball. He was like 5'2", 5'1", 5'2". You're too short to play basketball. That'll never happen for you. And you have a 1 out of a million chance to do anything successful with music. He does all right with music now.
But you got to also put in perspective that there's probably been 1 million kids coming out of school since he was there, and there it is, the 1 in a million.
Yeah. At my school, we had a lot of people that actually did some pretty cool stuff. However, they don't,
have the accolades.
Yeah, most of them never went to college. I know, like the Vine creator Dope Island came from my high school. Nobody ever claims the city that we graduated in, Wayne, Michigan. Mm-hmm. Nobody ever claims it. But yeah, I mean, we had some cool people that came from there in reality. I know we have like a couple people that do good in music, quite a few people that do pretty good in music and are actually getting a good buzz. I know Dope Island, he was on Vine and he does like skits and stuff like that. Has like, I think he might have like 1 million followers plus at this point. That's cool. He came from there. Remember seeing him around all the time. We had me, of course. Me, of course. Boney Gang, Spavari. some light. But yeah, no, we have some decent people that came from there, so maybe all that shit talk was worth it. I'm not, at this point, you can't hold a candle. I can't hold a candle to some of the other guys, especially Dope Island. That motherfucker went crazy. Finded him.
I don't know anybody that went from my school that did anything. I don't know. Maybe they did.
Might be able to look it up. What high school did you graduate from?
Franklin High School.
You can look up Franklin High School.
I don't know what they did anything.
What's your what city?
Livonia.
You can go to like the wiki page and they'll have like the alumni accomplishments.
Really?
I mean, we can see. Maybe not. They're just in general. Oh. Let's see who's the established alumni from your school. Notable alumni. Let's see. Bernie Carbo, MLB.
Oh,
Cincinnati
shoot.
Reds, St. Louis Cardinals, Boston Red Sox. Yeah, he played for a bunch of them. Class of 1965. But
oh, yeah, Mike Modano. That's right. I forgot about that. Mike Modano went to Franklin.
House of Representatives, Arkansas House of Representatives came there. Class of 1981.
Yeah, Mike Donnelly he played hockey, and Mike Modano come from hockey.
Amy Roloff, mother of family, featured in Little People, Big World.
No way!
She came from your school. Holy shit!
No way!
I'll make sure I throw a picture in there for the viewers to know who we're talking about. This lady right here came from your high school, dude.
That's amazing.
Class of 1980, dude. Class of in the 80s.
Yeah, that's amazing.
80s went hard.
Wow.
Detroit sports radio personality. Yeah. Dude, you said, oh yeah, Mike went bro. That is crazy.
Yo. She put Little People on the map.
Yeah, Amy Roloff. Would you look at that?
Wow.
So now how do you feel? And now also a notable alumni is going to be on here. The Great JSlay from the Boney Gang podcast.
Hell yeah.
You can be right there next to Amy Roloff. Yours is more impressive than mine.
Class in 08, baby.
I got you. Mine is more scarce than that. Way more scarce. I graduated from Wayne Memorial High School, Wayne, Michigan. And my alumni is Jewish, which they need to put different people on there. I don't know who. Ginger Gilmore, artist, sculptor, author, and ex-wife of Pink Floyd guitarist David Gilmour.
That's sweet.
Ex-wife.
That's still cool.
Yeah, Gregory. Who's he? Is
Jabara?
actor and singer?
In the show Blue Bloods? He's in Blue Bloods, dude. Oh, that's that guy.
I feel like I've seen that face.
Yeah, dude. He's definitely been on some shit we've seen before. That guy, that's cool.
Gregory Jabara. Gregory Jabara.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yours is way cooler. Don't get me wrong. My school can't hold a candle to your school, man. Couldn't even hold the wax up.
I don't know.
It's pretty fire.
I didn't understand it. I guess here we are.
And now you.
Now me.
You're up next.
Nah.
Of the notable alumni.
All right, let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Pumped.
Yeah.
Woo. Ric Flair.
Woo. They do need to update Wayne Memorial's notable alumni because I would say, I don't know.
Was being a Vine creator notable?
I would say him, yeah. I would say him out of a lot of people, yeah, because he surpassed the Vine part. Let's see what he's looking like on IG. Yeah, he's got 1.1 million followers. I would say he's deserving of it. I mean, years after the Vine stuff, you're getting some good plays. Getting some good views, getting some good stuff. Yeah. I'd say.
But I don't know if that's holds it to whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what what becoming a notable alum is what it entails.
Okay, we got the lady from Little People Big World.
I guess, yeah.
Come on, they can throw Dope Island in there. Come on, Nay.
Come on, Nay.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
no. We're gonna hit it one day, dude.
I know.
The motivation is there. The heart is semi pure.
The heart is semi-pure is fucking hilarious.
The heart is semi pure.
The intentions are pure.
The
100%.
intentions are 100% pure.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we keep at this. We're gonna be in Creator Clash 4, and we're gonna be a notable alumni.
All right.
Yeah.
Those are goals, dude. Boney Gang goals.
And both of our fights are gonna go back to back, and we're both gonna knock them clean out.
That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah.
Back to backing? That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah. Unlike Super Mega Podcast, who lost theirs back to back. The other guy fought Dad and got absolutely wrecked, and the other guy, it was just a fight, dude. His nose was like this big by the end of it. It was rough to watch. The last year, dude, they all were bloody and battered at the end of it. They all put everything on the line. I think that's what scared the people this time. They're like, oh, Lord.
I don't know. That's what happens.
Right,
Bring some savages in there.
You go in there, you fight to the death was the motive last year.
Put a harpy eagle in there, dude.
Oh, bro, maybe that could be it, dude. We could just be like the skit in between. They just let out a harpy eagle.
And then we just rip it in half.
Oh, yeah. Prove our point.
Dude, I was talking to Jake last night, dude. We were talking about that, and he was laughing so hard just of the pure fact of, like, he was like, whatever animal it was, but we thought it was a few animals, but it was the harpy eagle. He's like, whatever animal it was that you said just put up in a full Nelson, and then the other one just takes body shots. He was laughing so hard. He's like, that shit was so funny. I'm like, yeah. It was the harpy eagle.
Yeah.
He just started busting out laughing. I was like, yeah.
Out of all animals,
when he said to freaking be able to get his arms into underneath the wings for a full Nelson, you're able to just take clean body blows.
Yeah, man.
Like, dude, body blowing a harpy eagle is so funny sounding.
Yeah.
Just in I love that shit, dude.
Man.
Good time.
But yeah, dude, you know,
we got goals.
We got goals. We got to fight Harpy Eagle. We got to get into Creator Clash and show them what real men are made out of. And then we need to single-handedly hunt down and arrest every other Manosphere person. And also fight them as well.
Fight them
as well.
That's honestly, we need to really try to call out these dudes to fight. If we can get one of these guys to fight,
yeah,
that'd be awesome.
One of the Manosphere guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be tight.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find which ones.
Whatever.
I know I'm not fighting Andrew Tate.
Nah.
Way out of my league as far as like capabilities of fighting.
Yeah, he's also like
a champion.
He's also like 200 plus pounds.
Yeah, so that's out of the question. Mm-hmm. I could find somebody probably to fight him. Maybe Jake.
None of them guys are fighting Andrew Tate.
Nope. And yeah, other than that, yeah, I'll fight. I don't know how. Let's see real quick before we get out of here. Before we say our goodbyes, let's see Fresh and Fit. What's their weights? Fresh and Fit. We might be able to fight those guys. Let's see. Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit height. Myron from Fresh and Fit height and weight. 5'9". All right. We're right there.
70 kilos.
Dude.
40-ish?
Myron, Fresh and Fit. What's he weight? Yeah.
140, maybe 150.
Why is he giving us kilos, dude?
2.2 pounds is a kilo. So just multiply it by that.
But now it says he's 6'3".
Ah.
And this is on brokeinfluencers.com.
Okay. 5'9" to 6'3", depending on what convenience store you walk in.
Yeah. But this one's saying 5'9".
Fuck him.
So he's between 5'9" and 6'3". So that's a... You know what?
Let's go. Even if he is 6'3".
Yeah. Now it's saying 6'4". So guess what?
187?
Jesus,
no
dude.
Way. No way he's not.
What is Coconut in Barbados? What's his fit? Is that his name? Fit from Fresh and Fit? Fit from Fresh and Fit. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows the other guy's name, so I wouldn't even want to fight him. So depending on how tall you are, Myron, you're either 5'9" or 6'3". If you're 5'9", I'll catch you in the ring. Also, depending on your weight, 'cause clearly nobody knows anything about you. So nobody knows who you are, how tall you are, your weight. Nobody knows anything about you. So depending on what you really are.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's odd. I'll just let them know right now. I'll let you know my weight right now. All right, guys. Well, it's been...
I'll let you know right now. All right.
6'7", 205.
You ain't gonna be able to get in the ring with them though. So any of them that are ready to square up, that's like a that's like a even matchup, bro. I'm down.
Yeah. Let me know. iDubbbz and Nisa got 5, depending on the time and day, between 5'8" and 5'9", between 140 and 150. That's kind of like my. I could drop down to 135, maybe. But we're somewhere in between 140 and 150.
Also bulk up to 155.
Yeah, could probably bulk up to 155 if it suck.
No, that's easier. Gain some weight, gain some muscle mass. That's easier.
Yeah. So, yeah, let me know, Anissa. iDubbbz 140 between 140 and 155, 5'8", 5'9" ish, depending on who measures me. And yeah, we'll I'll see you there. What about you? Just in case they're
5'11", 165. Can probably go to 160, 170 though for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, 5'11" for sure.
All right.
Or unless nobody's
really 5'11".
Unless
so
you're asking my boy, then I'm 5'9".
Yeah.
He's convinced I'm 5'9".
Who?
Mike.
Really?
He's like, bro, you're 5'9". It's
Mercury Mike.
joke. Yeah, but I am taller than him, which he is 5'9". But
he's
like,
5'9"?
He's like, yo, you're 5'9". I'm like, no, dude, I'm 5'11".
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
5'11's an awkward height, dude.
Yeah, 5'11". Nobody
believes you when you say that.
You're not 5'11". You're 6 foot.
Or 5'10".
Pick one. You can't be 5'11". Nobody is 5'11". That doesn't exist. That's not a measurement.
It is. Unfortunately, it's mine.
Dude, yeah, everybody's gonna think you're damn.
You're lying. Like how?
You're 5'11". Yeah, okay, bro.
Okay.
You're either 6 foot or you're 5'10". One or the other. All right, y'all.
It's been fun. It's been real.
It's been cool. It's been fun. It's been a lucky number 7.
Dude, big 7.
We talked about a lot. We were talking about emotions. We talked about men per usual.
Talked about fun.
Yeah. Again, catch us in the ring with the Harpy Eagle.
Yeah, catch us in the ring, dude.
We'll be fighting in Madison Square Garden against a Harpy Eagle. Yeah. August 21st. It's going to be fun. Yeah. PETA has approved it.
Also, the New York State Athletic Commission has sanctioned it. It's okay.
Sanctioned it. PETA gave us the okay. Yeah. Animal activists. We got over 150,000 signatures across the world of animal activists. They said it's okay. So, yeah, catch us in there. It's going to be an ethical, clean fight.
It's going to be ethical and clean.
Yeah. They said that we're able to wear, 10-pound gloves?
Yeah. 10-ounce gloves.
10-pound gloves. What a handicap. What a handicap.
They said we can wear 10-pound gloves against the Harpy Eagle.
You have to hold your one arm up. Just
yeah, with another 10-pound glove, you have to hold this arm to hold this arm. This one also has 10 pounds.
20 pounds I'm throwing.
If you catch that fucking Harpy Eagle, though, with a clean one,
the 10-pound glove, yeah, we're killing it.
You're gonna animate that shit in the gut, like.
I'll just try to drop it on it at that point. Just like I'd wait for it to get there and just
put both of my gloves just on it.
Yeah, and then while you come and just lift it all the way up and drop all the way down. Oh, but it's been fun, guys. Thank you for tuning into the Boney Gang podcast. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, comment, do whatever you can do on wherever you're listening to it. Check the description on wherever you're listening to it to join the Boney Gang Discord. Join the family, join the fun, have control over the podcast. Till next time, it's Chip and Dale, aka
Gertrude and Guntho.
Yeah, I'm your boy, Milk Mahone, here with
Grass Gregory.
Milk Mahone and Grass Gregory. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you next time. Bye.